We're living through extraordinary times. 6 months ago, no one had heard of the coronavirus. Today, more than 20,000 people have died of it in Britain alone. It's a terrible statistic to contemplate. And yet in the Second World War, over 380,000 British soldiers were killed, along with 67,000 civilians. And they were just a fraction of the 72 million worldwide who died. 2 years ago on Remembrance Sunday, I went to the tiny parish of Millbrook near Ampthill. We gathered around the war memorial, and halfway down the nave of that beautiful church, we read out the names of those on the memorial who died. Alongside them, we commemorated the ranks of unknown support workers, the men and women whose graft and determination led to victory. Today, as we celebrate the 75th anniversary of victory in Europe, we give thanks for the sacrifice of those who fought to secure our freedom and give Europe the peace and stability that we all enjoy. But behind every name and every statistic is a story, a loved one lost, a life cut short. Captain Tom Moore, who lives in the diocese at Marston Mortain, has recently hit the headlines. He's raised millions of pounds for the NHS through his sponsored walks around his garden. He's been an inspiration to us all. Listening to him, I've no doubt that his determination was forged through his time as a soldier serving in India and Myanmar. When we reflect on the tragedy of war, it's hard to comprehend how ordinary people can commit cruel and barbaric acts. But ordinary people can also do extraordinary things. And that's what we're witnessing today in our nation's response to this pandemic. The seedbed of violence which allowed the horrors of the last war to take root began by demeaning others and scapegoating people who are different. The antidote to hatred is mutual respect, acknowledging that we share a common humanity, that we're all made in the image and likeness of God, whatever our creed or colour. And that's what our Lord Lieutenant wants to celebrate today on this 75th anniversary of VE Day. Thanksgiving for those who 2 generations ago made the ultimate sacrifice. Thanksgiving too in our generation for the thousands of volunteers in every corner of the county who are giving so selflessly of their time and energy in support of their local community during the pandemic. It's been heartening to see the stories of individuals from towns and villages, from churches, the WI, uniformed organisations, even local pubs and sports clubs who, like Tom Moore, are making such a significant difference. Phone rotas have been set up, church food banks established, neighbourhoods have been helping out with gardening, shopping and collecting medicines. Ordinary people are doing extraordinary things. I'm sure that, like me, you've been standing on your doorstep and clapping for carers on Thursday evenings. It's been a powerful experience of solidarity, as with whistles and saucepans we've made a glorious cacophony of appreciation. A cynical society is one that has lost the capacity to say thank you, that's lost the capacity to admire. A country in which people think well of one another is a good country to be a citizen of. And so I leave you with the words of St. Paul, which continues to speak to me. Let love be genuine. Hate what is evil. Hold fast to what is good. Love one another, and with mutual affection, and outdo one another in showing honour. May his words be our inspiration this VE Day.